Hey everybody! Welcome back! It's another episode of Weighted Dice. This time, Season 3. I am your Dungeon Master, Galestrom, and with me, we have our fantastic players. But you'll notice something's different. They're all different people now. Well, partially different people. Let's start with some of the oldies. Let's go with our good friend Teddy Gage. What's up, Ted? Hey!
What's going on, guys? Today I'm playing, and for the next season, I'm playing Fenric Ironborn. He is a abandoned high elf artificer, because he's going to be Irish, and
Artificer, eh?
artificer, and that's that. That's what's happening.
Okay.
I got guns.
You do have guns.
I got guns.
What are your guns called again?
The Cannons of Pelor, which Pelor is the god of sunlight, and it just sounded pretty cool. So.
Okay, all right. To the right of him, we have our good friend Romeo Kilo 125.
Hi, everybody. I am playing now Lender Kefri. He is a human. He's going to be a fighter. He's just a good old farm boy. I've got guns too, but I was born with mine.
So you were just the most muscular baby.
Oh, yes.
I almost said "Hey guns" in chat. Hey guys.
And then to our bottom left, we have our good friend Bad Wolf. You're muted. Good opening. Season 3.
I'm a professional.
Every time.
Hi guys, I'm playing Astrid of the House of the Golden Oak. I had to keep checking to make sure I wasn't muted. She is a half-elf druid. And I'm not really sure what she's gonna be about this season, so I'm excited to play her.
Okay. And then we have one of our recent graduates from Trading Dice. We've accepted him into our little home here, and who's also muted. We have Captain Narwhal.
Hello, I am Tyler, otherwise known as Captain Narwhal, and I am playing Leaf on the Wind, otherwise known as Leaf from the Mountain Tree clan, who is a Tabaxi rogue. And I don't know, I feel like I'm just going to be the quirky one of the group for now.
Okay.
Quirky,
Have you met me?
Goofy,
Have you met me?
Annoying. Gotta cover all the bases.
And as I said, I am your Dungeon Master, Gale. And let's just pop this off, shall we? Let's get a nice start to Season 3 of Weighted Dice. So, you all find yourselves, through one way or another, in the country of Theron. The country of Theron is, from what you remember of Season 2, for our viewers, Theron is the primary setting, similar to Greyhawk or Neverwinter. Theron in this timeline has become a little bit more subdued. There's not many wars recently. A lot of the conflicts are settled between varying countrymen. They have small disputes, but nothing grandiose. And after the populace had found out what Tam had been doing in Thay, they sort of begin to keep to themselves and create small communities of cities. Where you find yourselves is the town of Steelplain. It is a small village, no more than maybe 300 people, living at the base of a mountain. The interesting part is that this is where most of this country and others get their steel and ore, due to the incredibly rich vein located at the base of the mountain. The town is pretty well known nowadays. They sort of grew into their fortune, about maybe 20 years ago, when they discovered a silver vein. It was then that they decided to sort of push a lot of this ore and mineral out to the world. It's such high quality that it could even be found in most of the steelwork in places like Neverwinter. That being said, currently in Steelplain, it is the Festival of the Lantern, where people from all across this land come in and perform feats of strength at the town in hopes of collecting a prize. The prize is always a mystery. but you've heard rumors that it could be money, it could be fame, or even a special gift from the village elder. Now, through one way or another, you have found yourself in Steelplain. But the one thing you all know is that you're sitting here in the local tavern, having a nice drink, together or alone, but you're all here.
Okay. I am sitting in a corner, looking very inconspicuous, drinking a pint of ale.
A pint?
A pint. And looking around suspiciously. Suspiciously!
I
will
imagine-
be- Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go.
I will be with a group of my other local friends, not drinking, preparing for an upcoming boxing match, which I'm participating in.
Okay, so if you could just... what do you all look like, first and foremost?
Eva, you go first.
Teddy, why don't you take this?
Oh! Okay. So I am a relatively small-looking high elf. I'm not very big, nor am I very wide. And I have a grayish kind of alabaster skin tone. It looks like I haven't seen light in a long time, or sunlight, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm wearing a cloak, and I don't have my hood. I'm not Strider, but
Okay.
I'm sitting in the corner.
All right. What about you, Lander?
Lander is quite large. Let's see. He is 6'2", 218 pounds. Grew up on a farm, so he's muscly muscle. He has black hair, green eyes, just, a medium skin tone. He's literally the kid from the farm half mile down the road.
Okay.
He doesn't look super remarkable other than his size. He's
So-
17 years old and 6'2".
So what is the name of the farm that you're from?
The Kefri Cabbage Farm.
The Kefri Cabbage Farm.
Yeah, it's my daddy's farm.
Come on down to Camp for Cabbages.
Okay. What
We
about...
grow wool. We grow wool. We have.
We done grow wool from the wool
We
tree!
done grow wool.
We grow wool.
No, Lander is actually quite smart, although his accent possibly makes him sound not so intelligent.
Okay. All right.
Jesus.
What about our Tabaxi friend?
What am I doing, or what do I look like?
What do you look like?
I'm a somewhat tall person, humanoid, and you can't really tell the color of my skin because it's covered in a pretty thick layer of blonde fur with little black spots all over it.
So kind of like a shitty leopard?
Yeah, like a what are the cats called? The house cats you get. No, not
Calico?
lynx.
Calico?
Nah, I'll think of it later.
I have it written
Not
down as
important.
kind of shitty leopard, so you're fine.
That's fine. But I have a hood with little cutouts for my ears to poke out through, and a kind of like loincloth skirt contraption. With
Okay.
shorts underneath of it,
All right.
and a shirt that doesn't seem to fit very well because
No.
it's uncomfortable over my fur.
All right. And what about our half-elven friend?
Okay, so Astrid, I'm I'm tall. I'm 5'10", so
Okay.
I feel like that's tall for a woman. Green
pretty
eyes,
decently
fair
sized.
skin, brown hair, very lofty. She's well dressed, and you can tell she's kind of not used to being in a tavern-like setting.
Okay. Okay. So it feels kind of out of place.
Yeah, a little bit like wiping like the spot she's sitting in.
As you're sort of wiping stuff down, you see a big burly man. And I'm talking like barrel-chested. What he has on his torso could very seldomly count as a shirt. It looks like it's just tatters. And he has a giant bird tattoo on his chest. But it looks like someone took like a needle and dipped it in ink and they just sort of poked him a lot. It's a very shitty prison tattoo.
And he's like next to me?
No, he's coming up to you. Clearly, he is just he's beelining to you. And he comes up and he has a great big bushy brown beard that it just smells of like old meat. He is a disgusting human being, but you cannot deny that he is physically fit.
Okay.
He sort of struts up, and he has to like waddle. His arms are so big, he can't like put them by his sides. He has to keep them out and sort of bent. So he walks up to you and he goes, "Hey, lady folk."
Hello, good sir.
He says, "You like what you see?" And then he like bounces his pecs a little bit. Clearly, this is his attempt at charming you with his physical prowess.
Well, I'm sure that you're rather fond of the ladies here, and they find you quite charming. I'm afraid that
they do.
Yes, I'm sure. And I'm just kind of look around and just like flip my hair a little bit. I'm sure you're quite a lovely fellow, but I'm not really interested today.
You want me to bench press a carriage?
Sure. I will be right out there, right behind you.
Yeah. He just walks out, a little spring in his step, expecting to get lucky today. The other three of you see this very slender half elf sort of pass off this very large man. Lander, you know this man as Bruce. No last name, just Bruce. He spells it Broos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Guys, I let Bruce get away.
Jesus.
Yeah. Bruce works in the mines, and that's about all he picks heavy things up and puts them back down. That's about all he knows.
I'm sorry, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Oh no, I'm talking to the narrator.
Okay.
Okay. He's just deadpan staring at the camera.
Yeah.
People look at him like he's kind of off. Yeah. Who's this guy talking to?
The Seinfeld moment.
How do you get a coffee in this place?
Okay, no, I will having probably noticed this. I imagine that I don't really much care for Bruce because he is a big fat dumbass. And so perhaps I wandered in that direction to maybe help if it's needed, but not to be overly forceful. And so, yeah, as he's wandering off, I will just comment to you as like, that was well handled.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
One after the other.
That was
Okay.
very.
Are you also going to go lift heavy carriages? No. No matter.
I mean, I can if you want me to.
No, Lander will look at you in the eye and just be like, no, and I mean no disrespect. He has a habit of troubling ladies, especially ones who are not from here, and I just came this way to offer assistance if it was needed.
Oh, thank you so much. You're a very kind child.
Oh, I'll kind of like, I'll just kind of like, not. I don't have a hat, but like tip my hat and it's like, glad to be of service, and I'll get another round of drinks for me and my friends, and go back to my side of the bar.
Okay. So the high elf and the tabaxi in the room, you guys are kind of just like sort of keeping to yourselves. But then you hear some of the music really pick up. It sounds like they're trying to incite a little bit of a party. And you see a lot of the barmaids kind of just like hoist you both up and try to start dancing with you. Do you guys dance with them, or do you do other stuff?
I'm just gonna keep sitting there,
Just
looking around.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the tabaxi quite intensely, like inquisitively, like I've never seen you before.
Sure.
So, when you say hoist, like they're
They are
grabbing us by
they
the
are
arms.
grabbing you by the arms and lifting you up out of your chair, or at least trying to.
As they're doing that, I'm gonna do like the classic cat thing where my eyes just get really wide and I lean back and just like I just don't know how to react to that situation. I'm just like, wah.
All right. Okay. So
then-
you both kind of like panic a little bit, and they kind of just like drop you as like, okay, crazy person.
I want to land on all fours and just stand back up normally, brush myself off, like nothing happened.
All right.
Are they trying to grab all of us to come up?
They grabbed you two specifically.
Oh,
They also grabbed
Sorry.
some others, but like it wasn't just like we're targeting these people. It's more like, hey, we're trying to get everyone to start dancing.
right. If they came up to me, I'd like kind of politely refuse and just kind of like awkwardly say no. But like, I imagine they'd insist that I come and dance with them, right?
Yeah.
Would they come up to me?
Okay. I've never danced before, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what it's like, and I'm gonna awkwardly like move around. It's gonna be really uncomfortable for everybody.
No one approaches you, Astrid, but you can definitely join in pretty easily. In fact, that's probably going to be something that's more preferable, because it's like, okay, people are having a good time. This is just a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna join in.
Okay, so you go in and you just start dancing with people. I'm gonna need Fenric to make a performance check.
All right. Performance.
Yeah, with that 10, you're not really gonna be doing well. It's gonna be pretty bad, actually. It's gonna be pretty awful, pretty disgusting the way you dance.
I'm gonna start doing like I've seen a machine do this before.
You start doing a really shitty version of the robot, and as you do, people kind of just like keep away from you. They're like, I don't jive with this. This is not for me. But you do see from across the room that there is a half elf that seems to be dancing with some of the other ladies, and they seem to be getting on pretty fair.
Doing finger guns.
Finger guns, always finger guns. Every day finger guns.
Wow.
But
Jesus.
as the afternoon progresses, you've all sort of like mingled together a little bit, and the barkeep has actually offered you all drinks in the house due to a recent job that Lander has done for him. Lander recently helped him move some product around and even helped him fix his old trade carriage. So he's like, you know what? You all seem to be good folk. I'm going to give you guys a couple free drinks. So you guys have the equivalent of maybe about 3 or 4 drinks in you.
Okay.
Why is
Thank
the
you, sir.
bartender giving these weirdos that I've never spoken to other than that one lady free
Because I'm a
drinks?
lady, that's
And I'm
why.
over here with my actual friends.
Because I'm adorable.
He's kind of giving everybody out free drinks.
Oh,
You
okay.
kind of assume that
I'm just
yeah
that guy.
he gave you and your group a lot of drinks, but everyone else has got like maybe 2 or 3 drinks, and then because of the festival, you can definitely tell that he's prospering quite a bit from this event.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So are we all sitting together now, or are we?
It's up to you guys. I mean, there's a lot of people in here just having a good time. You can go and talk to anybody you want. You do notice that there is a fairly big boy, just kind of talking with some more humans, a couple dwarves, just having a good time. There is some human ladies all dancing with a half elf, all the drinks in their hands, of course. You hear one go, "This is my jam!"
Oh my god, this is my jam. Finger guns.
I want to avoid that person at all costs.
That individual looks very sloshed at the moment, almost to the point where she might become unconscious.
One of my friends of my group will probably peel off and go try to chat her up.
Okay.
Not me. One of my other
A
people.
very slight dwarven man will go over there and start hitting her up.
When that happens, if the dancing is still going on, Lando will probably get up and dance a little while, and then
Okay.
at some point.
Sure. You all just keep dancing.
At some point, I'd like to talk to the cat-looking fella
Okay.
or lady. I don't know.
How do you check on a tabaxi? Do you have to, like, lift their tail up?
I honestly don't know.
Um,
I'm assuming.
I'll approach cautiously. And I'll be like, excuse me, sir.
Man.
Are you a tabaxi?
I'm gonna flip around real quick, but like, why? Yes, I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. My
I've
name
read
is
about your kind. You're from the jungles of Mastika, right?
Sure.
You're not usually seen around these parts. What are you doing in a bar?
Well, I've been traveling lately. You see, I left my clan a while back, and I'm just gathering stories and artifacts to bring back for my tribe.
Okay. Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance. My name's Fenric Ironborn. And look at these two fools over there trying to hit on that beautiful lady.
Yes.
Idiots.
I don't understand you humans and your constant need to try to get with the opposite sex.
What do you
Don't
mean, you
just
humans?
release pheromones?
I ain't no human.
He's terrible.
Oh. You have to excuse Leaf. Leaf hasn't been around humans or any race other than Tabaxi, so I can't really tell any of you apart.
Totally fair.
Not to be racist. Like I just travel.
Not to be
I'm like,
racist,
oh,
but he's totally racist.
you're correct. What race are you?
Wait, are gonna be a bunch of accidentally racist?
Yes!
Just none of us know.
Not even meaning to, just.
I love it. I love it so much.
Well, I guess I'm a high elf.
Guess?
Well, I never really met my parents, so I can't confirm it, but
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
that's what they say I am. What was your name again?
Yeah, you can call me Leaf.
Nice to meet you, Leaf.
As well as you, Fenrir.
Do you mind if I join you for a drink?
I do not mind at all. It is nice to have more company.
Thank you. And I want to point out again that like the people that are hitting on. Shit, what's your guy's name, Eva?
Astrid.
Astria?
Astrid.
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 How blitzed
The
are you
people
right
that are
now?
hitting on you, we're just like drinking and like making fun of all the men that are approaching you and
Would I be an
soon-
Earshot? It's the music's a little too loud. You're a little bit too involved in the dance right now to
Oh my God,
to
finger
notice them. So many finger guns right now.
You've grown 4 arms.
So this is kind of like a big like square dance kind of thing. It's not like everybody's coupling up, right? It's like everybody's just
Dancing with anybody else. It is the equivalent of
It's a
dancing at like
fantasy
a
medieval
bar.
rave.
It's not quite rave material yet, but we're getting there.
Okay, well, I'll see this, and since I'm dancing, Leaf and Fenric, although I don't know them yet, I see them not dancing, and I realize that they're not from here, so I'm gonna go over. He's like, "Come, my friends, welcome to Steelplain. It's a festival. You must dance." And I'll try to pull them back into the dance.
Okay, so this big burly human dude comes up and says, "We must dance!" and grabs
God.
you and then just picks you up. You are
Alright,
both
you'll
too
do the dancing
slender.
for me then. And he's just we're picking us and using us as puppets. We're just
I just try to pull you off your bar stools to just come back out onto the dance floor. You have no idea who you are. Apparently, I have been drinking with myself. I hadn't.
Yeah, you both have been picked up and you are thrust onto the dance floor.
as I'm dancing, I'm just gonna do this to Leaf.
I'll generally direct you in the vicinity of what I imagine are attractive females that you might be interested in. Here, come meet my friends.
Oh Jesus!
Jesus. This should be fun.
Oh my god. Okay, so you all are dancing together, and it's at that point that when as you're dancing, there seems to be a little bit of a scuffle in the center. You see two men fighting, and they're One is a half-orc man whose face looks a bit more battered. You can tell he probably just got off work in the mine. And the other is a human man that looks a little bit more disgruntled. You see him pushing each other a lot. And then that's when the human man punches the half-orc. And you hear him utter the words, "Filthy fucking greenskins, get out of fucking town!"
Ooh, fight.
You see a lot of the dancers decide to give them some space.
I'm going to whisper over to Lander. To Lander, I'm going to say they're probably fighting over who's uglier.
So you said one was human, right?
One was human, one was an orc, or half.
I'm gonna lean kind of over to Fenric and Lander and be like, I don't really understand. Why is the pale man punching the green man?
And everybody
While-
noticed this, right?
Yeah, people have given them a wide berth to fight this out. And as you're duking it out, the barkeep will yell over, "Oi, Lander, take care of it for me!"
I'm going to assume that I know the barkeep's name, and I'll just nod and say, "All right."
You know his name as Frederick.
Is that spelled like Frederick, only with some kind of odd accent on it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll very quickly whisper back to Leaf, for no good reason at all, and I'll just go and all right, break it up, and I'll just try and pull them apart.
As you try and pull them apart, the human man kind of gets turned around and he just knocks you right in the chin. And the moment he does that, he kind of just stares at you dead-eyed, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I just realized I'm not wearing my armor. I don't know if that matters.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was trying to hit you.
armor.
It was like when you grabbed his shoulder and spun him around, he accidentally just tapped you in the chin, and you all see like a look of dread over this man's face. Because he is clearly like half your size.
Death Watch has come.
You are a big boy.
So,
Someone's got a fan going.
Who's dying?
Okay, it's you, Tyler.
okay. Anyway. Oh hell no! I forgot what I was doing.
We're breaking up a fight.
No, sorry, my character sheet's
Welcome
missing.
up.
Oh no, I kind of got them by the their shirt collars, holding them apart.
yeah.
And so he swung in and hit me on the neck, and I'll just lift him just a little bit higher, so his toes are a little bit off the ground. So
Yeah, he's like, oh no.
He's like,
oh no.
do I know this guy? Do I the human? So,
His name is Samson. He is he's not a miner. He is he's one of the traveling traders that's often in town.
Oh, okay. So I was like, "Oh, Samson, do you want to keep doing business in this town?"
He goes, "Hi."
Then I suggest you be nice to the people who live here, and I'll just keep him there. And do I know the half-orc?
The half-orc is kind of rubbing some wounds on his face. You know him as Krog. He is a family man. He has a wife and 2 sons. He's about 50 years old. One of his sons works in the mine, and then one of his sons is working directly with the village elder.
Okay.
He's
so I'll Krog.
Krog, yeah.
I'm tearing holes in my notebook. Sorry, it's on the first page. So it's messed up. So I'll look at Krog and be like, "And Krog, you know better than to let trash like this provoke you." So I'll put him down, and I'll just walk Samson on his tippy toes out the door.
Yeah. So you get Samson out the door, and a lot of people just kind of whisper around, and you hear talk of of this being a usual occurrence in Steelplain, is that there are some people who are still fairly upset that it's so diverse.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good idea.
As
to
I'm
be
doing all
friends.
of this, I'm going to remind Samson that he shouldn't be telling anyone to get out of town when he doesn't even live here. This isn't his town. He has no business telling anybody to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And that he should probably pack up his stuff and be gone by the time the sun rises in the morning.
Okay. He once you get him outside and you put him down, he kind of bolts. He just runs off. In what you assume is to leave immediately.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm just kind of threatening because I know I can. So.
Okay.
After I see that, I'm gonna approach Lander. I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, Lander, sir. That's your name,
Yes.
right? That's what the barkeep. That's your name.
Yes.
Do you mind if we be friends?
That's all right. What's your name?
My name's Fenric. Fenric Ironborn. Nice to make your acquaintance.
It's nice to meet you, Fenric. I'm Lander Kefri.
Are you performing in these here festivities of strength?
Oh, I'm just a simple farmer, but it's festival time. I compete in, the boxing and the archery.
Well, there was one guy that said he could lift a cart. Can you do that?
No, and neither can he.
There's actually a window outside, and you can see Bruce attempting to lift the carriage up, and he's straining.
He's still out there.
Clearly, he is all about having muscles for show.
Is the window open, or is it just that we can just see through?
It's ajar.
Okay. So I'll like as I say, neither can he. I'll point and just you show this. And,
he's got that like really strain vein going down his entire face.
I'm gonna yell out, "You're supposed to ride on top of it, you daft bastard!"
He looks back and he looks mad.
Oh.
He is red in the face.
Carry on.
And he
I'm
just
sorry.
dropped the cart.
I'll tell Fenric, don't worry about it. He'll go back to trying to lift it in a minute, and he'll straighten himself so bad he'll pass out. That's actually his
thank
cart.
God.
He sleeps underneath it.
So I just try to lift
Makes
it.
sense. Makes sense.
Oh god.
So who's that lady over there that all your friends are talking to? And I think I saw you talk to her once as well.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't actually catch her name. I was just making sure that Bruce didn't cause trouble.
Ah. I got nothing else to add. That's why I was just asking that.
Would you like to go find out?
I mean, I've never met a woman before. I mean, I've never met a woman like her before.
Oh, well then. And I'll just like kind of take him around the shoulder, and we'll just walk on over.
Okay, so you
I'm still finger gunning.
so you were finger gunning
Oh wait, you're
all
still
day.
dancing.
Except I'm using my real guns. I just start shooting.
Everyone.
We'll go over to Astrid and are you still dancing or are you
I'm still dancing.
All right then.
Just never stop dancing.
I never
Oh
stopped.
god. That makes this harder. Yeah, so I'll talk to you, give you a pep talk on the way. Just go up and ask her name. Go up and ask her name and I'll just kind of like toss you in that general direction as we get close enough. Just give you the nudge to get into her proximity so you can dance and ask her name.
Right.
I imagine you
Because
bumped it.
you've never met a woman like her before, but I don't understand that you've actually never met a woman before.
Right.
So
As
I think
soon as I'm near her, I just freeze up and I'm just staring.
You are being stared at by a high elf who looks very pale and very gaunt.
Are you okay?
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Are you looking at me?
Yes.
Hi. Hello there.
Hi. What's my name? What's your name?
I am Astrid of the House of the Golden Oak. And yours?
Wow. I'm Fenric Ironborn. I'm a high elf.
It's very nice to see another elf here. Oh,
Yeah.
granted, I'm only half elf, but
You're only half elf.
only half elf. Is that a problem?
No, I just never met a half elf before.
I've never met a high elf before.
Neither have I, actually.
Okay. Are you serious?
I'm quite serious.
Oh, okay. Okay, well,
It's
Well, this
it's
is a
at-
good conversation.
It's
It's
at
a
this
very
point
good
in time
conversation.
when you guys are sort of like trying to figure out what else to say. You all hear an explosion
What the fuck was that?
towards the mine,
Uh-oh.
and you
I will bolt horde explosion as soon as I hear it.
Everyone seems to flood out of the tavern, pushing everyone else out with them, to sort of see what's happening. And you all can see that there has been a grandiose accident, a great accident at the entrance of the mine. And you can see a lot of the miners who are outside trying to actually pull rock off of the entrance to get back inside. You can see that there is smoke coming from the entrance of the mine as well.
And everybody's just trying to...
Everyone who is physically able is trying to actually free up some more space. You see...
Okay, I'm going to join in.
Okay, you see some of the weaker people, the people who are more physically inferior to the miners, grabbing like tools to help out.
Okay, I'm going to grab a tool and try to help.
Okay. You grab like a pickaxe, start chopping away at some of the fallen rock.
I will try to like move, lift, dig, whatever I can do.
Yeah, you see some more of the miners, and you're actually helping them move larger rocks out of the way so they can start moving it in.
Okay.
It's at that point you all see a drow woman come out of the Elder Building. This woman is about 5'8", very very skinny, very attractive as well. She looks to be no older than maybe her mid-40s. In Elven, so like she's like maybe 170.
Jesus.
And Lander, you know this as Aleska Naimion. She is the ALES'_KA_NAIMION. She is wearing an amulet of Lathander around her neck, along with an amulet of Lolth.
What's her name again?
Aleska Naimion.
Okay, thank you. You don't need to spell it. I'm just...
You actually see her with her hand over her mouth in shock about what's happened.
So I know her.
Yeah,
I know who or what? Like, does she have position in the town?
She leads the town.
Oh, okay.
And she's drow.
She is the elder, yes, and she is the drow.
Do I understand that she is unusual for having... And I assume that she's a cleric of some kind. Do I understand that Lathander and Loth don't usually play nice together?
You don't know a lot about Loth.
Okay.
Loth has been dead for over 35 years.
Okay. Do I know if this woman can help in any way?
She is more directing people about what to do.
Okay. So she is taking some kind of action.
Yes.
Okay.
She's saying, you go get shovels. You need to find a way to their access points. Mm-hmm. You can tell that she is taking control of the situation, and people are following her orders to the T. They know that when she is taking action, then that is what is going to happen.
Okay.
After a few minutes of what seems like the entire team, the entire village helping, you see that the entrance point is now open, and a large handful of miners are now escaping, covered their faces in just soot and in rock.
Okay.
You see a couple people nursing injuries, the worst of which is a man. It looks to be his arm was entirely crushed under the rocks. He's immediately taken to what appears to be some type of infirmary, which was a makeshift tent for the festival, where there appears to be a cleric.
Okay.
After everyone is escaped, the entrance is then sort of quarantined off with some fences, and the miners are being told they cannot go back to work.
Okay.
That drow.
Oh, God.
That drow cast a spell on all the villagers. I bet it's her doing.
Oh no!
Actually, Fenric, the one thing you notice is that all the guards are drow.
Oh.
That's what caught your eye immediately.
Is this a drow town?
You notice that...
How does Lander feel about that? Like,
they're guards. I mean, they do their job.
Well, yeah, I meant...
You know that the drow came up from the mine about 15 years ago,
okay.
and they offered service to the Elder in exchange for goods.
Okay,
Basically
so-
saying, we'll help you guard the mine from dangers in there. We'll help guard your town if you provide us with food from topside.
So they're
Okay.
like refugees.
Was the elder one of those drow?
You don't know. She's been here longer than anyone.
Okay, so she's just always been the elder of the town. As far as I
There was one older than her, but that was years ago. That background noise is killing me.
Hang on.
The thing with Fenric is he was raised in a mine, like his entire life, and most of the higher ups in the mine were very abusive, and most of them were either drow or grey dwarves. So he has a very bad taste in his mouth when he sees drow. He sees his old masters and pain. So he's quite racist to drow.
Lander, however, you actually friends with one or two of the guards. One is named Elra. She mainly mans the front gate of the town, accepting in traders and ensuring that people know where to go to in town. And the other is Torin. Torin is one of the guards for the Elder herself, and he's a little bit more stoic, and he doesn't really talk a whole lot. But you know that he loves to play cards.
Okay.
And not like in a gambling way. He just loves the game.
Do I see either of those around?
You do not. You're a little far from the main gate, and it appears that Torin, along with the Elder, have gone back into her administration building.
Okay. Well, I'll answer Fenric's question and be like, no, this isn't a drow town. There are people of many backgrounds here. The lady Aleska, excuse me, is our elder, and the guards you see, we accidentally broke into their home, and so they offer their services in return for our assistance as well.
So they're good drow.
As much as anyone else can be. Everybody has good and bad in them.
But they're mostly bad.
Have I seen anything in my 17 years that would give me the impression that drow are mostly evil?
No, they're
Like,
people.
I'm imagining that they're just people like anybody else, right?
You've seen them pick fights
say
with some
as
people,
much.
but I mean, it's no more than anyone else would pick a fight with somebody else. It's just personality stuff. You don't see them
Okay.
like, we're drow, we're superior, yeah.
Okay, so I will explain as much to Fenric.
All right. I'll take your word for it for now. And I still look at them suspiciously. the drow.
I'll start
Okay.
looking at Fenric a little bit sideways because I don't much hold with that attitude in
You
general.
don't get it.
Yeah, and I don't really understand. It's like, why? Because I've never known any other drow, so I wouldn't understand why someone would think that.
A little soon after that, you hear a familiar voice, Lander, the voice of Rory Cleftbottom. He is a short dwarven man. He's short by dwarf standards. Very very well built. You can tell that he takes his physical appearance very very highly, and he actually calls you over and he says, "Bring your friends."
So I'll, assuming that he means the four
Yeah.
of us, I'll kind of gather everybody's like, I think we're wanted over this way, and take them.
You see that Rory walks into the Bounty Building. A town about of this size needed some way of getting jobs done, without just saying, "We'll do an odd job for you for a couple pieces of silver." No, they needed actual people who will do dangerous work, whether it's collecting rare mineral, whether it's hunting animals for food, or going to a city for trading. They would go to the Bounty Office. In this is also located the Miners Guild, which is run by Rory Cleftbottom. The first thing you all notice about Rory is he is missing an arm. he has a very disgusting stump where his bicep should be. Right behind his desk, you also see the head of an Umber Hulk.
Oh.
Okay.
You all, Lander would know that he hates Umber Hulks because this is the head of the Umber Hulk that ripped his arm off in the mine not 35 years ago.
And I imagine that most people who will have met an Umber Hulk probably dislike them.
Yeah. The story is that when he was traveling in the mine trying to figure stuff out, he decided to fight an Umber Hulk to help protect the miners. The Umber Hulk took his arm, so he took its head.
Okay. Rory, what can we do for you?
Well, there's a bit of a spot of bother in the mines.
Well, clearly. What's going on?
With a detonation that happened preemptively, I believe, we might have some not so nice characters down and below. So, I'm going to pay some really good coin if you and your lads and lassie go down and clear it out for me.
Oh, are you sure you don't want me and the usual boys to go?
They're off doing other work
really
for me
know
today.
these people. Sorry?
They look alright. I'm not looking for minors this time. I'm looking for people who can, get in a bit of a scuff and not cry about it.
Lander, you said we were friends. It's a verbal contract.
I'll just kind of
What he said.
look a little bit sideways because compared to me, these people are all very frail.
Yeah. Listen,
I'll just look.
Whoa.
with the
I've
recent
got a noble
detonation,
lady, a cat, and a very pale half elf.
Yo, I'm buff.
Or I'm sorry, high elf.
listen. I don't need big burly men. I need people who can get around the mine, especially after loose rock.
So I'll just look at everybody and just like, fancy some dangerous work.
I grew up in a mine, so it ain't
Listen.
gonna be that dangerous.
There's 25 gold in it for each of you.
I've never been in a mine.
I want to ask Rory what kind of creatures are down there.
I don't know.
I'm in.
Okay, great.
I'll look at. Okay.
Listen, if you need any provisions at all, the town will set you up. But here, who wants to sign for the bounty? Okay, he dips a quill in ink and hands it to you, and he hands over a contract.
And as before he hands me the quill, I'm gonna dip one of my claws in the ink and sign.
Okay. Do you normally sign with your claw?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You kind of tear the paper a little bit, but
Sorry
you're
about that.
you're able to sign your name. Okay. He kind of just blows on it a little bit so it dries faster, rolls it up, and puts it into a slot behind him. He goes, alright, 25 gold each upon the return.
Okay.
Have at you.
So we're just, okay.
We just
so
go in the
I
mine?
will.
Onward.
I need to. I'll
Downwards.
look at everybody. I need to go back to the inn to gather my things. I'll meet you at the entrance to the mine.
Sure.
So we're just going, okay.
And we
Now-
meet him at the entrance of the mine.
Now there are things that you can do in here if you guys want to get other materials like potions or other supplies, if you so choose. There is a small alchemist here. Nothing too great, but enough to where you can get like maybe a couple healing potions. But just know, because of the lack of funds, you can probably assume it's going to be at a bit of a engorged rate.
How much?
Well, when you go there, you actually the alchemist will tell you it's about 65 gold instead of 50.
65, that's everything I have.
I don't have 65. I do have 10 though.
The elven woman behind the counter will say, 10? I can't just give away stuff for 10.
You're not giving it away. I'm giving you 10 gold.
Maybe we could barter.
Maybe we can.
What do you have?
10.
10 gold.
15 gold. How's that sound?
15,
Shiny gold, too.
15 gold? That's not nearly enough. That'll barely cover the liquids.
Alright. I'm about to cut you a bargain that you're never going to see in your lifetime.
Oh my god.
I'm
I will
listening.
double that.
30 gold.
30 gold for one potion.
No, it's 65.
Now you're just being exorbitant.
I'm sorry. The materials are expensive. Our shipment's still due.
Well, I think our business is done here then.
I'm sorry. I guess it is. Did anyone else want to try and barter
back
with
to
this
mine.
or buy some potions?
Well, what kind of potions does she have besides healing?
Nothing really. It's a small town. Like she mentioned, her shipment's still due. It hasn't come in yet.
And how much is it per potion? Is she offering?
65 gold
65.
pieces.
Okay.
I can't afford that. It's too rich for my blood.
It's very rich.
I'm just picking up all my crap at the inn, and I'm not any potions.
I'll buy one.
So who are we looking for?
You were looking
weren't
for the contract says look for signs of the explosion.
Okay.
Okay.
We've just been asked to go investigate what happened.
Yeah.
I'll buy one potion from her.
Okay. Yeah. So you go in and you buy the potion. There you go. Subtract 65 gold from your total and add one healing potion. One potion of healing.
Okay. I'm assuming since we were all like in the inn partying and doing whatnot, that I didn't bring any of my equipment with me, or it's where if I had a room or something, it's still there.
Yeah, more than likely it's still there.
Okay. I'm gonna head back then and regather all my belongings.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I went back.
Perfect.
I'll just be like napping in front of the mine, waiting for all you fools.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be at the mine, just kind of sitting there.
Sure. Okay. So you all go to the entrance of the mine. There are some people who are still sort of waiting to go back to work, and then there are a couple guards there, sort of standing in front, and they are both drow. Fairly well built, pretty average build.
Okay.
Okay.
So Lander walks up. He's wearing your very basic leather armor. Looks kind of handmade almost. And he has a gigantic backpack.
Okay. The biggest of backpacks. Got it.
Yes, the biggest of backpacks. Are we ready?
Are you carrying enough stuff?
Not really. But it should be enough to get it on with.
Okay, lead the way.
Let's go.
Okay. The guards will pass. Will let you pass, I should say, as you walk through.
Are there torches on the walls of this mine? Are they out?
They are out because of the cave-in, but they are definitely
All right, I'll take one and light it because I don't have dark vision. So I will light a torch and carry it out in front of me.
You don't have dark vision?
I am a human.
Yeah, he's human.
Wow.
He's a human.
Now you know how
Wow.
it feels.
Okay, so you all go in here. Torch is alight, and you see that the mine is relatively empty. There are a couple different places where you see the walls were starting to cave in, and it is relatively quiet.
All right. Just gonna keep going forward. Is it going down consistently, or is it?
Yeah. It goes down at about a 45-degree angle for a while, but there are stairs sort of inlaid. It looks like the entrance to the mine is kind of really well kept, apart from the part where it caved in. Beyond that, you sort of keep going down for a few minutes, and then it levels off a little bit, where you can see that this is the first level of the mine.
Okay.
Am I familiar with the layout of the mine? I don't imagine I've been here too much.
You haven't spent too much time in the mine, aside from like helping out when they need it, but you've always stuck to the entrance and like this area of the first level.
Okay, so I'll just keep my torch out and look for anything wrong.
You don't see anything weird.
As we continue forward, I am going to feed my pet mouse that I forgot I had. Little crumbs, and it like comes out of my cloak, and it's like I like.
What is your pet mouse's name?
Ace.
Ace?
Nice.
Yeah.
Ace the
I was
mouse?
just about to.
Ace the
Nice.
mouse.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. What's your name again?
Mine?
Fenric.
Yeah, you.
Fenric.
Fenric. You have a mouse.
Oh yeah, this is Ace.
What's Ace? And I'm just gonna is he friendly?
He's like super friendly.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pet him.
When you go in, he will make you boop his snoot.
I'm just gonna go.
He loves that.
He does like a little circle on Fenric's shoulder.
Oh, he's adorable.
There's a little part where on Fenric's cloak where he likes to curl his tail. It seems like it's a singular button
Oh.
made strictly so that Ace can wrap his tail around.
Oh,
That's
Like hang from it?
adorable.
Yeah.
I love it.
As you all continue on down this level, you hear some strange noises you did not expect to hear. You hear some voices that sound like
What was that?
Do I recognize that voice?
What languages do you know?
I know Undercommon.
You don't know anything.
I know Common, Elvish, and Dwarven, but I have lived in a mine for all of my life.
You don't know what they're saying.
Do I know what it is though?
No, you can't
okay.
recognize it.
what
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 about
the hell
you
was
two?
that?
I don't know.
did it sound like animals or perhaps like rocks falling and echoing?
It sounds like a thing. It
Like
sounds
a
like a
thing?
thing.
something live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we should watch ourselves.
I agree. Should we go find out what that was, or should we avoid what that was?
We might as well just be sneaky about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys want to do a stealth?
Yeah.
Roll some
Okay.
stealth for me.
Oh god, the first
Oh,
rolls
God.
of the new campaign.
Actually,
I'm gonna
that was
do-
Ted's performance check.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Ha
Yes!
15! Oh, I am
Oh my
stealthier
goodness.
than I thought I was.
6.
Okay, yeah. So you're all sort of you all know how to get around and be sneaky, whether it's from one reason or another. Whether it's hiding from nobles, climbing from tree to tree, avoiding hunters, hiding from drow in a mine. but then there's Lander. Lander's a farm boy. He doesn't do much hunting. He doesn't do much sneaking around. He's more of an action man.
Man of action.
You can hear him kind of like trip over a few things on his way across. When he turns, he bumps into the wall a few times, and it echoes throughout this entire cavern. And when he starts to sort of fumble around, you hear the voices get louder. Their language still undistinguishable.
So we can tell their voices now.
Yes, they are voices.
Okay, so it's not Undercommon, not Celestial. Okay, I don't know what it is.
Do I understand it?
Do you?
Probably not.
What language do you know?
I know Common and Halfling.
Nope.
Okay.
Lander,
already
quiet
said-
down.
Sorry, I'm not used to the total dark like this.
It's like you're made of feet.
So as you guys are sort of crawling, sort of walking up slowly, you see something pass your vision. It looked like some sort of being had just run past.
Did anybody
with
else
it-
see that?
With it, you hear.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I saw anything like
I rolled it for you.
details?
I rolled it for you. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll stop short, slightly surprised by it. Look, what was that?
Let's find out.
I'll hold
Is
torch out this way, trying to see what it might have been. Because did it run across?
It ran across the corridor that you're walking through. So
Okay.
so imagine it was like a T intersection. It went
Yeah.
this
Okay.
way. Where you guys are this way.
So I'll hold a torch down each way, trying to see what it was.
You don't see anything.
I'm gonna have a hand on one of my pistols as I lead with the torch.
Okay.
Oh, you have a gun. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys keep walking, the voice becomes clearer and clearer.
That doesn't sound very good.
No, it doesn't.
Sounds angry.
You're met with two different areas you can go to, left or right.
Which way did it run?
It ran left.
I'm gonna go left.
Okay.
Just because I'm interested.
Okay, I will.
I'm just gonna shrug and follow.
Yeah, I'm going to let Leaf take the lead, and I'll follow. I still have the torch.
So Leaf, as you sort of turn left, you're hit in the face with a rock.
Oh, great.
The rock is about fist-sized. It looks
Okay.
like it was meant to hurt you and not get your attention. You take 4 points of damage
Okay.
as it whaps you square in the face. It looks like it's made of sandstone.
Ooh. Could I see where it came from? Or is it just like
It came
instantly-
from the left.
Okay. It was just like down the corridor.
Yeah, it was the moment you turned and went forward, it hit you square in the face.
I'm gonna like sit.
Then you hear more.
I'm gonna sit cross-legged with my tail wrapped up, rubbing my nose. Like I don't want to go first anymore.
Watch out for those rocks. They like to fly. And
Did
I'm
we
gonna...
see that it came at him?
Yeah, but when you all saw it, it was like 2 inches from his face. It was flying at such a speed that you couldn't have caught it.
No, I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
Would it be so? We knew it was
Yeah,
thrown,
yeah.
not fell.
Yeah,
Okay.
it came in a straight line at his face. Did not fall
Can
from the ceiling.
Okay.
Can I use prestidigitation? God, it's hard to say. To create a fountain of sparks at the end of the cavern, maybe kind of illuminate. I don't know if they.
You can do it within 10 feet of you, because that is the range
Okay.
of your spell.
Okay, 10 feet ahead of
So-
me. I'm gonna kind of like hide behind like one of the like not hide, but like kind of get behind one of the rocks in front of me.
Okay, so you hide behind a rock in front of you. You crouch down. You do a little magic trick, and then sparks shoot out, lighting up a little bit of the cavern for about another 15 feet, and you again see yet another body just run past you.
Ooh.
This time towards the right.
Okay.
Being slightly more ready for it. Did we recognize anything?
Again, it was just sort of a shadowy body.
I didn't mean to
Okay.
cast that.
You're fine.
Oh God.
Did I get a general idea of the size?
Maybe like 4 feet.
Okay. Do I know what a goblin is? Maybe.
Do you know what a goblin is? As a farm boy?
I think I might. I mean, I talked to, like, I kind of idolized the guards.
Then you
for
may
the
have
traveling
heard of a goblin,
merchants and
but
stuff.
you've never seen a goblin.
Okay.
Okay, I definitely have seen a goblin.
Yeah, you have seen a goblin. But
I
this
had
could
to
be
work with
a
them.
goblin, a kobold, it could be a really angry gnome, it could be any of those things.
Actually,
Okay.
could I produce flame and just kind of hold it?
Yeah, you could just
So I can
hold
see.
you can just hold flame
Okay.
in your hand.
That's what I'm going to be doing
Whoa.
then. I'm just going to be holding flame because I have never been in a mine before, and
That's
this is
cool.
creepy.
Just
How-
in case.
How big
This is my
mine?
face. I'm just like holding flame.
Okay. Having what appears to be a fireball at the ready.
I will see that, one, and feel slightly bad about my torch, because I have no magic. And two, slightly scared. Because, yeah.
How tall is Lander?
6'2".
He's a
He's a-
big boy.
Okay.
He's a big dude.
Granted, he's also 17.
Yeah.
Okay. How wide are your shoulders?
They're hella
Let's
inches
say-
long.
Yeah, let's just say he probably has a difficult time fitting through smaller doors.
Yeah.
So, like, if yeah.
It's not rare to see him have to walk
Yeah.
sort of sideways through a door.
If Lander does not oppose, could I climb and like rest on his shoulder backpack area just to be like a
Wait.
full-on sentry to like look around us
How
while
big
they're
are you?
walking? I'm 6 feet, but I'm only like 90 pounds.
I'm like, what are you doing? And then, but realizing that you're like, oh, okay.
Well, when you say, what are you doing? You feel a rock hit you in the chest, Lander.
Okay.
You also take 4 points of damage as it nails you square in the sternum.
I was just about to be like, oh.
All of the air leaves your lungs.
Lander, are you all right?
And you hear cackling at the end of the hallway.
At this point, I will like throw the cat off of my shoulders. Yeah, you climbed on me and I got hit in the chest, so it's your fault.
Understood.
I'm gonna draw my second pistol since there's already a source of light coming from Astrid.
Sure.
So
I'm
about to throw something back, if you know what I mean.
You got your guns out?
Yeah.
I still have my flame.
Okay. So you guys are presented with going backward or continuing forward, which then will split off again in a T intersection.
I think we slowly go forward, eh?
I would say forward.
Okay. So as you guys go forward, you can still hear this creature talking in its strange language. Kuchoka nisokara.
Is it
And you
just
said
me
it-
or is he teasing us?
Probably. I feel that.
I feel like I'm being teased.
Can I
My flame's gonna get a little bit bigger.
I'd like to hand the torch to Leaf.
Okay.
Pull out
Leaf,
my longbow.
An open flame is put into your face.
Well, it's here. Take this. I'll pull out my longbow, pull back an arrow, and call it. Show yourself. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Can I try and mimic what noises I heard?
Yeah, dude.
And
Make an
keep them
intelligence check.
Oh, God. You got
You're
this.
smart, right?
Intelligence.
Ooh.
What do you what noises do you make?
Cochica, no castrada.
You hear
Very
nothing.
strong.
You hear nothing for a
Is that
second.
what you said? I think that's what you said.
It's just quiet,
I think that was.
and then you
pretty
hear, Kochaka?
I was just say, Cochaca.
good. Len, what's your name again? Fenric, what are you saying?
You all hear an arrow being fired off in your general direction, and it whizzes past all of you into the corridor behind you.
I'll let mine go. Just blind into the.
Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Okay. Longbow.
With my... Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
16.
You hear a thuk, and then you're Kachabushi! Mikotarama! And
Can I tell with
you see
the-
this shadowed being kind of run off in a direction through the corridor, and behind it is the shaft of your arrow. You can tell that you landed it square in its back.
Oh, no.
Okay.
High five, Lander, like, wow.
Landa, that was a very good shot.
Well, I'll try to
Very
take another one
clap.
at the fleeing whatever it is.
There's still hold on flame
it's
and be like-
about 30 feet away from you, and then you have to make a corner and then follow it.
Okay. That's fine. Before it gets around the corner, I'd like to make another one. The range on the longbow is 150
It's already
feet.
run. You
Oh, it's
shot it
already
and it
around the
bolted.
corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should probably follow it.
And yeah, I mean, I'll try to run up to at least the corner to see if it's there, like around the corner.
Okay. So you go over there, and you just ran off in front of everybody else to go see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't
So
really see.
you go over there and you see darkness.
Can I see anything? I ran with him.
Yeah, you can see a figure running.
Can I, like...
Make
Can I
an
hear it?
Make an attack roll. You can hear it running, like full speed. It is sprinting. Yeah, as you kind of just like put your gun out, close one eye. You're like, all right, here we go. You all hear a huge bang, it echoes through this entire canyon, and your ears begin to ring, never hearing a noise like this so close. And this being just drops.
Nice.
I'm assuming we don't know what guns are, right?
You do not know.
This is the first.
Most humans, most people don't know what a firearm is. They've rarely seen a cannon.
Yeah.
Astrid's just gonna run up to Fenric and be like, What magic is this?
The hell are you talking about? This ain't
So
magic.
boom.
This is nothing like I've ever seen before. There must be
machine.
magic. A machine.
They're my cannons.
Cannon.
I got another one.
You have
So-
two of these magical items.
So
I
Astrid,
got two cannons.
being from Neverwinter, you know what a cannon is, because you are from one of the most well-off cities in the world.
But how did you get it so small?
I made it small.
You've made it small.
Yes.
Yes, I have.
So, I at least conceptually understand what explosives are.
Yes, you are from the mine,
Okay.
and the explosion in the mine was not too strange. They sometimes use explosives to loosen rock,
Okay.
but even then, it's a very dangerous process.
Okay.
And the mere fact that he has it in his hand is both terrifying and astounding.
Yes.
It's
So I understand what's going on. It's like, oh wow, that's really whatever our D&D word for cool is.
cool. It's pretty slick, Rick.
we used to have big cannons in the mine to clear large areas of rock, and I just made them smaller.
This
That's
is
all I did.
fascinating. This
That
is
seems like the
fascinating.
appropriate response.
Like, I want to reach out and try to touch it, but I'm a druid, so I don't want to. Like, I'm fascinated, but not enough to touch it.
Afraid.
As you go to
Yes.
touch it, I'm gonna kind of recoil a little bit.
Don't
I'm
touch it.
sorry. Just, I've never seen it so small.
So,
Well, they're-
what are your weapons
Hexagonal.
made of? Exactly, Fenric.
They're made
Small
of
is hexagonal.
mostly metal, but there are there's a wooden frame, and it looks like it's kind of put together because there wasn't a lot of wood where I came from. It was mostly just wood that I found that may have fallen from some. Yeah.
Maybe
nice.
maybe just a little bit of wood from old campfires that you stole.
Yeah, exactly. And it's got like intricate like iron designs. Like it's all iron and then a little bit of wood. So
Okay. All right.
This is very, 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 very intriguing.
thank you. I'm gonna spin
Very
it
intriguing.
back in my holsters.
It's quite fancy.
While
Okay.
they're like discussing these cannons, I want to walk up behind Lander and be like, "I suppose you need this," and try to hand him back his torch.
I'll put my longbow away. It's like, yes, thank you.
By the way, we
Slightly
totally
meekly.
killed some.
Yeah, I'll start walking toward it slightly meekly because I'm not really sure what's. One, I'm embarrassed that I wasn't able to fix the problem, and
You would have.
because I don't know if there's more of them. I guess it's.
Gotcha. So far, you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna approach the thing that I just shot.
Okay. It is a goblin.
It's a goblin. I've seen many of these.
Its skin is sort of a blackened green. Its blood appears to be sort of still spilling out. You do notice that it does not have a face anymore.
Oh,
Shot its face off.
You shot its face off.
what happened to its face?
It got Nicolas Caged. No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
I'm
god,
I'm not gonna say that.
that was so bad.
Wow.
Face off.
But you do find that it did have a short bow with two little shitty arrows left over, along with a rusted dagger.
I would like to recover the arrow that I shot at it.
Make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it breaks.
Natural one.
you try and pull it out, and all you get is feathers.
Okay.
It's unrecoverable. It is
Alright.
it is not worth your time to try and reclaim this arrow.
The only thing
It's-
I'm really interested in is the arrowhead because I can always make more.
Oh,
arrows.
it's in it. It's in it deep. You got him good.
Okay.
You were
Fucking
just
a
too
bird?
good at shooting arrows.
Would I know goblin blood would be useful?
Not really. It's mostly mud. Goblin
Okay.
blood is just
Ooh.
mostly mud at this point.
Okay.
You know that it's not really used for anything. If you want to try and find good blood, you know that unicorn blood is really rare. But
yes,
also, don't fight a unicorn. They are beings of peace and good.
Okay. So goblin blood, no
And
good.
blood.
No good.
Okay.
Are there any markings on its body that I can see?
Not really. I mean, it looks pretty pristine, except for a couple cuts here and there. You assume it's battle damage. Lander, you can take 2 of the arrows from this goblin's quiver.
What quality are they?
They're all right. I mean, they're
They're
not
okay.
great. They're not going to be like any weird damage reductions or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I just take one.
Okay.
No.
He has another one you can take. He's got 2 of them.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Are they the same size as mine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Judging by the
You
look
said it
of
was
this,
for a short bow. That's-
judging by the look of our goblin friend here, I'd say this fella's a scout,
A scout.
and there's a larger congregation of goblins up ahead, so we best be careful.
Do you know
All
how many
right.
they run?
Um,
Usually run in? Or do they run like in a pack?
Would I know generally how large packs or whatever they are?
Make
I don't know.
a survival check for me real quick.
Oof.
Fancy.
You know that most goblins follow a type of leader, and they can run from 5 in a group to hundreds.
Okay.
Awesome.
It could be 5. It could be hundreds.
Hundreds, you say?
But there is going to be a leader up ahead.
Do you think that the goblins were the one that caused the explosion? They are mischievous little creatures.
well, that's what we're here to find out.
Goblins aren't
Yes.
entirely smart, though. I don't imagine they'd have explosives on hand.
You then remember this goblin definitely gave his spot away by trying to talk with you guys. That's how smart they are. Because he thought it was funny.
I'm gonna ask Lander if
That's so funny now.
does he know if there was any explosives in the mine, like any extras.
You would.
Well, they
know.
use explosives, to clear new tunnels on a regular basis. I imagine they'd have been easy enough to steal.
That's what worries me.
One thing you do know for sure is that they do not keep explosives in the mine. They are stored elsewhere.
Okay.
They only take them if they need them at
Exactly.
the time. Okay.
Because
Maybe like a red-
they are so powerful. If they were left, then the casings might decay and it might cause an explosion when people are working.
So there's like a big red shack outside that says
Ba-
danger.
Basically
Okay.
a big red shack.
All
there
right, so
any-
yeah,
Should we
if
keep them
if they
informed?
were to have stolen them from the mine itself, they would have had to come from the surface. So
Okay. Are there any tracks leading in the direction the goblin was running?
Only his blood.
Well, I'm saying like where he was running to. Were there any tracks that way?
Make a survival check.
Survival. No.
No.
Would I know?
You don't know. Oh, Astrid,
Tree.
Astrid, you definitely can see these tracks. you have studied goblin travel rights and how they move in mines. You're like, oh yeah, this whole scratching right here, that means go this way.
Well, you see, gentlemen, from these scratches on these walls, what I surmise is that the goblins definitely went this way and point to the general direction that the
Just
markings
like
are giving me. Would I know how many would have
That-
left it? No, okay.
No, you
All right.
you know which way they're going, not how many.
Yes, but they went this way.
We'll follow you then.
They've left little marks here. It's
Got
quite visible, really.
Well,
I'm
then
just
we're
gonna
gonna
start
follow
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so does Astrid lead the way?
Yeah, I'm gonna have my little flame out.
Beautiful.
Not in
Okay.
front of me, but
I will
like,
just
beside me.
like ladies first.
Okay, so as you walk down this way, you notice that you have to keep following this corridor a while, following these markings. You guys come up upon a larger area with, it seems like it's sort of a staging room for a lot of the ore where they do a lot of the sifting to try and figure out like what's worth it and what's not, so what they need to take up immediately, what can they put in carts to be pushed up later, etc. But the major thing is you do see that there is a handful of bags for one corner. They look to be made of like cheap leathers sewn together with garbage twine. You know that this is packs commonly used by tribal creatures like goblins or orcs.
Okay.
Okay. So
What
it
are
looks
the-
like they just dropped their stuff there
Yeah,
to come back later. Okay.
Can I investigate what's in the bags?
You can.
Are they...
so once you go over to the bags, do you just grab them and try and look at them?
Yeah, I leave them there. I just open up the top.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
Easy. I deserve that.
Mine is updating still. You have to give me a second.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Natural.
So
one.
as you lift it up,
Did it.
you hear a as a rope grabs you by the leg
God.
and strings you up. You are now upside down. After bouncing a couple times, you can feel all of your gold falling to the ground. You also drop both of your guns. And then you all hear Okocha Nasaipo as 3 goblins come out of the woodwork.
Oh,
Of course.
no.
Oh,
Roll for
boy.
that
I'm
initiative,
not
my
entirely
dudes.
sure, but I think I fucked up there.
Hedrick, you dropped your cannon. Your cannons are on the floor.
Your cannon, sir!
Jesus.
Roll initiative?
Yes, please.
Alright. Can I just hit initiative, or does that...
No.
You have to just do a dexterity check. I don't have tokens set
Okay.
up, so.
Oh, good. Great.
Oh, good. You get to go first.
Oh, good. All right, so let's see here.
5. Oh god.
All right, so we have
Where was that dexterity when I needed it?
Fenric, and then it's going to be Leaf, and then Astrid, Goblins, and Lander. Okay. Hope you guys are ready for this noise, huh?
I'm not. I'm so not. I'm scared.
No.
All right, Fenric, you are upside down.
I am going to take one of my daggers.
Okay.
I imagine they're probably...
You probably have a boot knife.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You have been
have 2
captured
daggers.
far too many times to not have
Yeah.
a boot knife.
Okay, I have 2 daggers, and then I have the boot knife, which
Okay.
is for situations like this. I'm going to take the boot knife, and I'm going to cut the rope.
You fall.
Can I make like any dexterity
You
check to see
you
if
can
I
make an
fuck up?
acrobatics check to try and not fall on your butt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna refresh my page because they're not going fast.
22.
Phew. You land on your feet, and you are right at your guns. If you don't move, I will let you fire.
Really?
You
wow.
can either move to get away from this goblin right in your face, or you can shoot this goblin in his face.
I'm gonna land, and I'm gonna see the goblin there. I'm just gonna pick up the guns and like jump back and through the air, just go.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Lost it. Hold on. All right. So can I do that?
Yeah. Go ahead and
right.
make your attack roll.
Oh.
Bear with me.
Nice.
I'm refreshing currently.
Oh my god.
Not a critical though.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, geez, that's a lot of
Wow.
damage, though. That's 8 damage. So as you sort of jump back and fire both pistols, his head just
Nice.
gone. His face is no more. He is
so
a dead
cool.
boy.
I am so impressed right now.
There is nothing left of this boy.
Hot shot.
That is
Ted.
one goblin
Yeah.
just gone.
You did.
That is going to make it Leaf's turn. Leaf, there are 2 goblins left. They are both at the entrance. One on either side.
How close is one to me?
About
Are
20
they
feet
to
away.
me? Okay. I want to look at Fenric first and be like, were you raised by cats?
I think maybe some of them were. Yeah.
And then I want to proceed to just be like, all right. And then I'm going to climb across the wall towards one of the goblins.
Okay.
Just like.
So you are not near the wall, so you'd have to run to the
Oh,
wall
I'm not?
10
Okay.
feet,
I thought
climb on the wall 20 feet.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
Matrix.
I thought the bags were like leaning up against a wall.
On a far wall, that's why Fenric went up first, and that's why he was
Okay,
on the
okay.
trap. You guys were still like in the middle of the room.
Then I'll just run straight at one of the goblins
Uh-huh.
and proceed to. What do I want to do? Wise. All right, roll 20. Let's relax.
Do you run on 2 feet, or do you like when you're running? Are you like cat?
It's a very important question.
For this moment, I'll be running on 4 feet because I haven't drawn any weapons.
Okay.
This is
Cool.
awesome.
I feel like that's an important distinction.
So
I'm waiting for roll 20.
you bolt this goblin, then what do you do to him?
And then I'm basically gonna leap at it and proceed to try and slash it with my claws.
Okay, please make a claw attack.
I will once roll 20 stops being mean.
It's being weird today.
Yeah. It like disconnected me.
Great.
You. Oh, never mind.
Now I'm waiting on the character.
Chris, you should roll 2d20 right now.
Let's roll 2d20.
Yeah. See if he
Here
at
we
least
go.
hits.
Claws.
He does not.
Oh.
Oh, they 1 and a 4. So
He's cheating.
you
I didn't
still
know.
would have missed. Still
Yeah.
would have missed. So you bolt at this thing. You go up for an attack, and he just kind of like sidesteps you. You both kind of like lock eyes for a second. Like, what do we do now?
Well, it looked cool.
I like really cool.
Astrid,
Yes.
you still
I
have
would like-
produce flame in your hand.
I still have flame in my hand, and I'm assuming that there's a goblin near me.
There is one behind you.
There's one behind me.
Yeah.
I would like to turn and throw my
Okay.
flame at it.
Make that produce flame throw. Yeah, you actually hit it, and
Nice.
you hit him
Wow.
square in the chest, and he just falls backward, and he does not
Ow.
get up.
I like kind of like Fire Nation that too. Like
All right, cool, yeah. You definitely fired Nation the shit out of him. All right, so there's one goblin left, and it is now their turn. Seeing this cat person just jump at them, he's gonna try and cut you with one of his scimitars. Which AC?
Me?
Yes, you, Catboy.
Oh, 15.
Cool. He hits you,
Okay.
and you're gonna take 3 points of slashing damage
Got it.
as he sort of just guts you a little bit. And now it's gonna be Lander's turn.
Question.
Answer.
If I were to throw a hand axe, does it then become dexterity, or does it still use strength?
He uses strength.
Okay.
However, you are
well-
currently holding a longbow.
I am still holding out my longbow. Okay, fine. I will take aim at the remaining goblin and fire a...
Damn!
Whoa.
Well,
Holy hell.
natural 20 for 5 points of damage.
Yeah. So you
whoa.
you knock the longbow back, and he's like, boop! It lands right in his chest, but he's still up. You can definitely tell
You're a
that
sniper.
you hurt him pretty bad, but you realize, oh wait, the heart's on the other side. Damn me for not getting an education.
I was also aiming for his eye anyway.
Oh well, then you missed terribly.
His eye heart.
His iHeart,
I heart.
his iHeart Radio.
Oh my god, stop.
But that is pretty much all I can do.
Fenric,
Oh
you
my-
see a goblin about 20 feet away from you. Curtly, it just cut up your little cat boyfriend.
Oh.
Aw.
Slash it.
I'm going to see that my cat friend is a little close for any just willy-nilly two-pistol stuff. So I'm going. You guys don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm going to attach the two pistols so it becomes a rifle. Basically, I have like a pistol up front and a pistol up back, and it becomes like a long barrel rifle. It doesn't change anything attack-wise, but it looks cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just going to make an attack on the other goblin.
Oh, good. Roll 20 went down.
Yeah, roll 20 just went down.
Great.
I rolled a 16 and it hit 7 piercing damage.
Okay, yeah, you hit it and you destroy that last goblin. You shoot him in the chest. He just sort of falls back and slumps. You guys have successfully slayed these goblins,
Look over at her like,
making as much noise as humanly possible.
Got him.
Got he.
Well, that was easy. What
What do you guys want to do now? You guys just killed 3 goblins?
proceed to
I
drink my-
would like to recover my arrow.
Dexterity check, please, sir.
God,
Nah.
this-
Another
Nah.
5.
Yeah,
Wait,
it
that's the
snaps.
exact same thing I rolled last time.
Yeah. Sucks.
You're
I
You
keep
do
rolling-
realize
I keep
that you're
rolling
not fucking
threes.
chickens.
Okay. All right.
All right, so you snap one of the awful goblin arrows and realize, oh, they're structurally not sound.
Okay, at least it was one of those, not a good one.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to use your good arrows first.
Exactly. I'm gonna get rid of the crap ones first. I guess I'll pick up my torch because my bow required both hands.
Okay, so you
Um,
you grab your torch back from Leaf, who was still
I feel
holding it.
reasonably confident that the bags, all the traps in the bags are now done. Can I investigate the bags to see if there's anything in them?
Yeah, you open it up and you actually find a few pieces of dried meat in one bag, and the other you find some bones.
Oh.
Do I know what kind of bones they are?
Chicken.
chicken.
Okay.
They need some wings.
Yeah, they it looks like they just needed something that was weighted for the trap.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'll. Can I identify the meat?
Oh, it's like a goat, maybe.
Okay. So it's like goat jerky.
Yeah.
Do we see anything in this room?
I will add the goat jerky to my backpack.
Okay. Make an investigation check, Astrid.
Okay.
You don't really find anything.
I'd see nothing.
Beyond dead goblin corpses in these bags, nada. Like I said, there was a mining cart in here, but it's empty.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we know where we want to go from here?
Well, there is only one direction to go from instead of where you came.
Okay.
I suppose we just
I
continue.
mean, yeah, we're just going to continue.
Forward.
Okay. As you guys press forward, you see the corridor sort of still reaching out, and you all can hear footsteps ahead of you.
I'm going to proceed to drink a potion.
I'm going to stealth.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2.
I am stealthy.
Okay.
I'm going to steal myself by using my second wind.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, cool. That's handy.
Yeah. As a fighter, he just gets healing every short rest.
Oh, I
Wow.
already okay.
What's up?
Nothing.
Okay.
I thought you rolled for me. And
Ah.
I had already built in.
All right. So, we have. Does anyone else want to make stealth checks?
Sure.
Oh,
Stealth
yeah.
boy.
Yes,
I can
sir.
try, but I'm also carrying a torch. 10.
Nah.
I got.
Okay, so as you guys are sort of sneaking along, you see that there is yet another corridor that just branches off to the right, a little diagonal towards like the northeast part of the cavern, where you see a large wooden door.
Is it ornate in
Man.
any way? Is it
Nah,
plain?
it looks very very shoddily made. Like they just needed a way to stop people from going into this room.
I'm gonna approach the door.
Okay,
Can we tell
you
if
are
it's
met with door.
Can I roll a perception to see if I can hear anything on the other side of the door?
You may.
This is with advantage because I have keen senses, by the way.
What does keen senses do?
You have proficiency. Oh, no, with advantage. You have proficiency in the perception skill.
Yeah, so you just get proficiency, so you don't
That's
get
what that
advantage.
means.
You,
Okay.
you don't hear anything weird. You hear a couple voices, but it's again that weird goblin speech you don't recognize.
Okay.
So
More
we're-
goblins.
More goblins.
Is the door locked?
You don't know. No one has tried
Is
the
there
door
a
yet.
Is there a visible lock?
There
on
is
the
a
door?
visible keyhole.
Okay.
Is it like a push door or is it like a doorknob?
It's got like a loop you can pull.
Okay. I'm gonna,
I'll
like,
reach out
tap my nose.
and look at everybody. I'll reach out and grab the handle on the door quietly, and just look back at everybody.
Got this.
You're the loud
Okay.
one.
All right. Well, I'm just making sure that like everybody's okay with this.
Just go, just go.
And I'll yank the door open and like charge in, yelling, "Ah!"
So
That was super quiet.
as you sort of yank this door open, it goes "Ree!" And so do the 5 goblins in this room who are just like eating
God.
soup.
Oh my god.
They go "Ree!" And they just sort of like stare at you.
Are they like eating a meal?
Yeah, they're just sitting at a table eating soup.
Oh, soup.
Um,
Love soup.
None of them have moved so far.
Yeah, well, I was gonna. I thought they were ready for battle, so I was hoping to just get surprise
So,
on them.
are
But
we
now
gonna-
they're just eating.
Are they surprised?
They're definitely
Like,
surprised.
could I go in and make an attack?
I mean, you could. They're all just sort of eating, though.
Okay, I'm going to run in front of what's your name, Lander?
Yes.
And then do Thunderwave.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh god, that affects me too, doesn't it?
It does.
No, if I'm in front of you, it doesn't.
It is an area around you, I believe. It's not a cone in front of you.
It's in. Well, that's how I read it. It was in front.
Do
Hold
it.
on,
Do it
What's the
anyways.
description on it?
Let me.
Poor goblins are just eating and they get a fucking thunder wave.
That's why I froze, because I'm like, oh, I thought they were gonna try to
A
kill.
wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube orienting from you.
Yeah, so
Must
around
make
you.
a Constitution.
It originates from your point and then spreads out.
Okay.
So it's
So
going to
yes.
affect everybody.
Okay.
So I need
good, Lander.
I need you 3 go ahead and make those con saving throws for me.
Oh, it's con 2. All right.
Hey, look, the cat did it.
Okay, I really think Roll20 is not
So,
doing well today.
Both Lander and Fenric are going to take 4 damage of the thunder type, and you're not pushed. I'm sorry, you did not save, so you take 9 damage and are pushed. Leaf Boy takes 4 damage and is not pushed.
can't even-
Almost all of the goblins are thrust across the room. One is just like still has a spoon in his hand, and there's you blew all the soup out of it.
Nice.
He looks down and just drops his spoon and just falls out of his chair.
When you do this thunder wave and all the goblins just go flying, I'm just standing there and then like the wave comes from behind me and I just like ragdoll with all the goblins and I am now unconscious.
Trials.
Are you really?
There is only one goblin still up, and he's like, Kushabaita?
I'm just gonna be like, Kucha bite. Just.
I got fucked
Kushabaita?
up.
Does anybody know what he's saying?
No idea.
Maybe if I could hear.
Oh yeah, can I run?
My torch
seeing
went
that he
out.
damaged.
There you go.
Fenric, can I rush to his side?
What do you want to do to him?
Healing word?
Yeah, you can
Because
do
he's
healing word.
unconscious, right?
Yeah, he's totally unconscious.
You know, like the
All right. So you are back up to 5 hit points,
I
Fenric.
will be like kneeling over him. I'm so sorry. I thought I'd never done that before. I thought it would go forward, and I didn't realize it would go around. Are you okay?
This is why people should practice their spells.
Could I
never
run up
been-
and try to
I'm
grab the
so
goblin?
sorry.
Yeah, you can definitely go up and grab him. He's still kind of like in shock.
Yeah, I want to like just hold him.
Oh,
in
by
place.
the way, soup is everywhere, and the table is destroyed.
Oh God.
I'm just like
holy shit.
kneeling over.
There's like
Running
splinters in this
amazed.
goblin's face.
Oh.
They're not like stabbed, but like little baby splinters just like poking out of his cheeks, and he's just like still in shock. When you grab him, he's just a limp doll in your hands.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah. I am so sorry.
Wait, did you do something?
No, I did not.
No,
I
I
healed
didn't.
you. I healed you for 5 points. I don't know. A goblin must have attacked you from nowhere.
I'm just pointing at her like it was her.
Holy Christ. Alright, I'm good now.
Totally stunned, still standing, torch went out.
So you have a goblin in your hands, Leaf.
Is he just like, so he's limp?
He's
Right.
He is not resisting you whatsoever.
Can I just hold him like a child, like cradle in my arms? It's like, I think you broke him.
He's just like, he sort of rests his head on your chest.
Just pat his head like, it's okay. Jesus.
The other ones are totally dead, by the way.
Yeah.
One literally has like a spoon through his throat.
Oh.
The other one has like a table leg in his gut.
Oh my god.
One was
That's very graphic.
killed by a stool.
There's
I just like woke up on top of these corpses.
damage now.
Astra's just looking
Okay.
at it going, okay,
So what should we do with this one?
is it alive?
Does anyone speak
I think
Goblin?
No.
Lander will actually ask, does anyone speak Goblin? Not realizing at the moment that, no, clearly not. We haven't been able to talk to them thus far.
I'm just gonna walk over to the little goblin and be like, do you understand what we're saying?
It kind of looks up to you. Its eyes sort of glazed over. Its head sort of falls back.
No, I think he has no recognition of what words are.
Did it die?
No, he's still breathing. He's just kind of like out of it.
He's full
Is
of
there another
Basically,
door
just
to
got
this
flashbanged.
Is there another door to this room?
There is.
I say we just tie him up. He's not any use to us.
Yeah. These weren't exactly a threat. Let's just keep going. I'll relight my torch.
So, what do you guys do with this goblin, though?
I mean, you said he's no use to us, right? Right, Fenric?
I mean, we don't even speak his language.
I'd prefer him not to get his friends if he comes to anytime soon.
Yes, that would be smart.
So should I blow his brains out?
I'm just gonna hold his head up and
When you say blow his brains out, you can see him blink a few times, and he just stares at you, and you can see like tears welling up in his face.
Oh, so he does understand what we're saying.
He understands us.
He just like nods like his life depends on it.
Oh, okay. Were you and your little goblin friends, were you in charge of the explosion?
Gichoso! And he points to a pot of soup that is now tipped over.
Soup.
I
He's
think
pointing
they-
to soup.
I think they were just eating.
I think he's saying the explosives were in the soup.
Gichoso!
Explosive soup.
Do you know what
Muffin Man?
made the explosion at the front of the cave?
Kasorkota.
He doesn't know anything.
No.
Yeah.
Are you going to kill us in our sleep?
Nay?
Oh, I understand that one.
Are there more of you in this cave?
Kai.
Are they going to
Wait,
kill
do
us
you
in our
work-
sleep?
Do you work in the mine?
Nay.
You just live here.
I believe
Caccioso
we're
do
just
bardo.
stealing-
A sapote do trato, saya.
Is he like gesturing towards the food at all?
No, he's talking with his hands like an Italian person would.
I'm gonna look at the rest and be like, I'm assuming they were just stealing food.
Oh, they look pretty established. They have a mess hall.
It's a safe assumption this is the mess hall for the whole mine.
Yeah, I think this is just where the
That's what I was
miners
trying to
eat.
say.
And they were
Okay.
stealing food because nobody was here.
Oh, you are
The explosion
hungry.
scared them all off.
I'll
And
give
he'll
him the
shake his
goat
head
jerky.
and rub his little green tummy.
Okay,
I'll
as,
give him the
as
goat
he's
jerky.
doing that, I'm gonna try to like spoon feed him.
Oh my
He-
god.
You keep like stabbing a spoon in his mouth when he keeps like keep pushing his face away, knowing that you murdered all of his friends. He assumes you're gonna try and kill him. You see him start crying and like putting his hands up, like no.
I'm good
I'll
with
pull the
soup,
goat
brother.
jerky out of my pack and just give it to just offer it to him.
He takes it with his little green hand and starts nibbling on it.
Oh,
Patting his head.
you don't want the soup.
Okay.
Okay, I see.
I mean, you did just murder his friends.
That is true. You did just commit genocide.
You shot a table through one of them.
And a high elf at them.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, food.
How many of you are there?
Puts up 10 fingers.
10.
We
How
just
many were
killed
there?
5. +3 plus another 1.
There's one
So
left.
that means there's
Are you
one
counting
left
this
somewhere?
in front of him?
Nay.
10. 10 total, 10 more.
Koshase.
Oh my god. I'm gonna
There are
start
10 of
trying.
you total?
Nay.
No, there are 10
And
more.
more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we have
In
told
addition to the 4 we killed out there because they tried to kill us?
tell him that we tried to kill
His face
They
just
attacked
goes
us.
pale.
They attacked us!
Koromai.
Can I want to? I'm gonna like just pull him away and be like, take us to your leader, and then like place him on the ground.
Can you walk?
I don't
Are you able
know.
to walk? Are you able to walk?
Pikrosotaya. And he kind of like slug walks over to the door. You see him pull out like a little key around his neck, unlock the door, opens it slowly, and he just sort of walks through.
I'm gonna like stand right behind him, just make sure he doesn't like collapse or anything.
He's expecting a knife in the back right now.
He is fully expecting to die after this.
That's fine.
After a few moments of him slowly and very sadly walking through this corridor, you guys come up upon another room where you can hear the counting of coin, possibly other metallic goods, and you can hear another being talk.
Do we recognize the language?
Let me get to that page.
I speak Common and Dwarvish.
Oh, do you? Do you speak both of those?
Yes.
At the same time.
How quaint.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have 2 separate sets of vocal cords.
Nice.
You do not understand what he is saying.
Okay.
Does it sound similar to the goblin speech?
Yes, it's
Okay.
it's exactly what they were talking about, but in a more pronounced tongue.
Okay.
It's a little bit deeper. You can tell this is probably coming from a lot larger of a being.
I think we found a later.
He kind of just like points you in the direction of the corridor of this room.
Are you not coming with us?
Yeah. He walks in. He opens the door and you hear what appears to be a discussion between this deeper voiced being and this very sad goblin.
Can I get an idea of the tone of the leader?
Inquisitive.
Okay.
Oh God.
The goblin is just very somber.
I don't.
Do you guys go in with him?
Like, hey, boss! These big people just killed a whole bunch of people.
Do you guys go in with him?
I go in as far as the doorway.
Okay. You see
I'm Fenric.
that there is a hobgoblin in a little bit of he is wearing half plate and has a great sword on his back and some javelins up against the wall, and he is ordering some goblins around, and they appear to have mining picks, which is the metal clanging you heard. When the goblin came in, you saw him talking with him, and the hobgoblin looks very sincere and sort of consoling him. You see him give him a little hug, and it appears like he's telling him everything's going to be okay. And that's when he sees you in the doorway. This hobgoblin is about 5'11", roughly about 200 pounds. Like I said, he is wearing half plate, so it's like a full plate breastplate with some shoulder guards and like some epaulets. And he puts a hand on his greatsword, and he says, "Kuchara Soka."
Suka Michara.
Oh no.
You're an idiot. And he loosens his grip on his greatsword.
Wait,
What
is
are you
that him?
doing
He
here?
spoke Common?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's speaking
okay.
common to you guys.
Oh, we're looking for the cause of the explosion, and we ran into these little goblin friends.
You've killed them.
Well,
Well,
we
they
didn't
tried to kill us
know
first.
that.
It was our orders to prevent anyone from finding me.
Oh,
To be fair,
and
they
you
did.
are, and you are.
If I tell you my name, how about you share the exact same respect? Does that sound fair?
That sounds fair, yes.
I'm
Very
Kuso.
diplomatic. Kuso?
Kuso.
Kuso.
And you are?
I am Astrid of the House of the Golden Oak.
Fancy title.
Well, yes, I guess.
What about your hirelings?
Hirelings.
Hirelings.
Oh, no, they're not my servants. No. I know it was easily mistaken, but no, they can introduce themselves.
I have my hand axes in my hands. I'm Lender Kefri. What are you doing down here?
What are you doing down here?
Like the lady said, we're trying to find the cause of the explosion.
Listen, I'm going to be really frank with you. Laundry, I would love it if you take your hands off of your weapons. I'm being nothing but civil.
I'm going to turn to Lander, but like, he is very, very civil right now.
You do notice that he did actually completely take his grip off of his greatsword.
Well, I had them drawn like they're already in my hand.
Yeah,
so
he's
I guess I'll
asking you to put them away.
I'll
Okay.
put them away.
And when you do, you notice that the rest of the goblins in this room kind of become at ease and continue mining.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see my friends do that, and I'll kind of put them away slowly.
Are you all... We don't usually have goblins that work in these mines.
We don't work for the Upworlders.
So did you cause the explosion?
Gods no. It was terrible.
Do you know who did?
No, but we have an idea. Please, have a drink. And he'll usher you over to like a small end table he has, and he empties out a couple of mugs that the goblins were drinking out of. You see one go, ah! Like he was still drinking that.
Aw.
And he pours a little bit of wine to each glass and hands it to you guys. And he'll drink some out of his tankard.
I'll take it, but I'm not drinking.
Yeah, I'm not drinking either.
You can definitely tell that he poured his from the exact same bottle he poured yours.
I'm taking a sip.
Okay, it tastes like wine.
It's wine.
It's okay. It's not great.
I've seen Princess Bride. I am not. I'm gonna pretend to drink.
I'm gonna hand mine to the goblin that was all upset about it.
He kind of just like chugs it back and hands it back to you, and it just like lazily goes back to mining.
Nod at him. Put it on the
Actually-
table.
I'm gonna roll a performance check just to see if he notices.
Okay,
To make it interesting. Oh,
he does.
he notices.
You know that's an insult, right?
Yeah, so is Diane.
If I wanted to kill you, it wouldn't be that difficult.
Seeing the tension, I'm just like, you said you had an idea of who caused
Right.
the explosion.
Right. So my boys and I have been down here for a couple of days now. Keeping doing night work. So the Pinkos, and he looks over to Lander, you know, those types. Don't catch on. Because this place is rife with corn. I'm not corn. Steel. I'm sorry. That's the
Yeah,
goblin
I can say corn.
name for steel. Is corn.
Corn.
Love corn.
Trust me.
Because
That totally wasn't a slip up of mine.
we've got plenty of corn on the surface.
No, that's funny enough. That's how we say in Goblin, corn is steel and steel is corn. See the confusion?
So you mine corn and grow steel.
Exactly. You're catching on, Pinko.
Just racking my brain, like, what is happening?
It was last night though
So-
that we found some weird ore. Downside, one of my boys touched it, and he exploded.
Oh,
Wait, he exploded? Or it
Yeah, like
exploded?
he exploded. Like, you
Is
know, exploded.
What
Does
did
it-
this ore look like?
It was weird. It looked like normal steel, but it was glowing.
So it looked like corn?
Wow. You are really smart.
So the
I bet your parents are really proud.
So this glowing ore is what caused an explosion.
Well, yes and no. The ore itself didn't cause the explosion. An angry little goblin fuck did.
Did the ore remain after the goblin exploded?
Oh yeah, still glowing.
Oh.
It's weird.
So how did it explode at the entrance? If as soon as you touch it, it explodes.
No, he didn't explode immediately. It was after a while he exploded. He exploded a couple hours ago.
It just seems coincidental that he was near the entrance and he exploded right there.
Yeah.
How long ago did he touch the ore?
Day or two.
Can you show us where this ore is?
None of us want to explode. Trust
us.
Can I trust you?
I have like a bunch of tools that I could use to maybe like inspect the ore. So I'm gonna say I got a bunch of tools. I can test the ore. I can find out what it is.
Whatever. If you die, it's not my problem. He opens up a door that looked like he had made it himself, or like the goblins had made it. Very shoddy work, but it sent a message. Hey, don't go through this. He opens it up, and you can see faintly glowing ore all around.
God.
And it's not just like, oh, it's a little glowy. It seems like light is shooting out of the ore itself.
Oh.
What the heck?
Henrik, do you know what this is?
Do I know what this is? Can I make
it looks like steel. It looks like magic steel for whatever reason.
It looks like magic steel.
Seen nothing like this before.
Magic steel, you say?
Can I do like some sort of arcana check to see like maybe what kind of magic it's imbued with?
Sure. Every magic.
Oh.
So it's like raw magic.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I think this is physical magic.
Oh, my brain.
It is a physical form of magic.
Do you think?
No wonder he exploded, because he couldn't handle the energy. It took a hold of him and it released itself.
Okay.
Do you think there's a safe way for us to contain it or move it?
I mean, I used a door, so.
Well, I mean, obviously it can't stay down here. I'm sure someone would want to study it.
How big is it?
It's the entire room is about 50 by 50 square feet.
So like the whole, like everything is.
The whole room is covered in it.
Whoa.
Maybe we should talk to Alice Kamemian. Alice Kamemian.
Alaska? Naimion.
Alaska.
Maybe we should talk to Alaska.
Report this to Alaska.
Let's not get hasty here.
I mean,
you seem to forget that the Pinko Humies don't exactly like me and my boys down here. And that's setting me up for trouble.
We don't have to tell him that you're the one that showed.
But see, I've got a whole operation here. We're not really done yet.
You have an operation that is blowing up.
Both literally and figuratively, yes.
Yes, but the literal part, I imagine, is what you're more concerned of at this moment, correct? If we can solve your problem... If we can solve your problem and our problem at the same time,
how would you
it could be beneficial.
Explain.
Well, you get like the pinkies, as you call them, or pinkos, blow up instead of your goblin workers.
I do like that.
Oh, look how start
I do hate pinkos.
So let the pinkos kind of look around. You have your men kind of move back a little. We'll do our research, and we can always let you know what we find. It's a win-win, really.
But see, we have to get out of here, is the problem.
You don't have another door.
How did you get in here?
Goblin magic?
Okay, so you can't use that to get out?
He's not very bright, is he?
I don't really know him that well to know whether he is or not.
He's quite strong though, so I wouldn't say that out loud.
It was goblin magic.
I think
Well-
he's trying to say they broke in.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay,
She,
so
it's,
then
cats.
just leave.
Listen. I'm busy here, doing my thing. I'm not about to turn away a whole mining operation with nothing to show for it.
What if this
Weird.
magic ore is worth more than you've ever seen? You just have an untapped resource that you're not using. That's a very inefficient business, sir.
It does bring up a very good point. I'm gonna look at.
I mean, I would love to take all of this, but I have the issue of moving it. Maybe you help me get it out of here.
That's why we need to test it first with the pinkies.
But
We don't know what it is.
we're at an impasse, I feel. We can't test it until we get the Pinkos down here. I can't leave until I have this out of here. If the Pinkos find me, they will try and kill me, and I don't want to
Well-
commit a genocide.
You know how the Pinkos are all about their laws and their rules. Why don't we create some sort of armistice, a physical draft of a peace treaty signed by both parties? They follow their laws. I've seen them.
We are.
I'm going to just
Make a
look at
persuasion
Fenric.
check, Fenric.
Can I help him?
Yeah, you can try to help him. But what do you say to help him?
I'm gonna be like, I come from a very long line of diplomats, and I think this is a reasonable solution.
Couldn't be worse.
Well,
These
you
people
didn't
are
try
down
and
here
stab me
stealing my
immediately.
town's livelihood.
You mean the adults are talking?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I do like the idea of not getting murdered. Period. That's always great.
Okay.
You hear a bunch of the guns go.
Are they side-eyeing me?
So what do you suggest we do in this situation?
I suggest you give us a limited amount of days that you're going to remain in this mine before you move on. That way the Humies know you're going to be gone without any violent conflict.
He kind of looks
Eventually.
around. Well, you did kill 10 of my boys already.
And we're very sorry about that. We're very,
That is going to cut production time down by about half. So I'd say month.
a month.
Sure.
We can certainly present this to
Um,
the Pinkos.
Do I have any insight into whether Aleska will accept that?
You have a feeling she's going to say a big ol' no, and they're
Yeah,
just going to
that's-
send
I
the
mean-
guards in and kill him.
Lender wants to say a big old no and just waste them all right now.
You can definitely try. Do what's in character for you, bud.
I'm going to pipe up. Aleska will not agree to this.
Is she rather
Is that-
unreasonable?
Is that because she's a drow?
No, she's not unreasonable. This mine is the property of the town.
Well,
Yeah,
probably-
human. With human laws, I mean, I guess.
I'm sure.
Okay, you broke in here. The people of my town
Allegedly.
broke their backs and dug their way down here.
Yeah, they're okay.
So they earned the right to find
Earned.
this and profit.
Earned. I mean, you can't just, like, own land.
Yes. Yes, you can.
So you think you own whatever land you land on? I see.
God.
That's what I'm talking about!
Yes. yes.
Right?
No, I think
It's
that my
classic.
town has. I think my town has the right to
Classic
the land
Pinko
that it has
expansion,
lived
I
on,
swear.
for
Classic. It's
centuries.
very classic.
Has worked on.
Finders
all that
keepers and all
time.
that.
Oh no,
How
we
long-
were here first. They're the ones
Oh.
that just found it.
Oh, you
The
were
Earth
here
is
first?
not just a dead
You
thing
were here
can
first.
claim.
Oh, wow. Big man on campus over here. Listen,
Not gonna end
listen,
well.
listen.
And you think the only people who are people who look and think like you. He's actually getting angry with the elves at this point because they're trying to
What do
chase
you
him
mean?
off of the land that his people have lived on for a very long time.
What do you mean, you people? Huh?
No. He's very young. I'm
Later,
sure he doesn't mean to
you can
offend.
definitely tell he's trying to get a rise out of you.
Well, it's working.
Yeah, I bet.
It didn't actually say you people.
He's twisting your words on you.
I know.
Yeah. So,
So
How are we
Well,
gonna
thanks
do
for
this?
mucking that up, Lander.
what we can do
Okay,
is
it was either muck it up now where it's still an argument, or take it back up top where you're gonna have an
Lander,
army
you're-
come down and waste all of these
Lander,
goblins.
I
Whoa,
understand that you're
whoa,
very
whoa.
upset. But what do you think is a reasonable time frame that the drow will accept?
Alaska will settle for nothing less than all of these goblins gone.
Well, that's a little unreasonable.
Unless we can talk. No, and
I
I'm
mean,
looking back at
we'll be gone.
Huso. I'm going to look back at Huso. Unless you want her to send the guards down here to destroy you, you will leave now. No matter what we say, that will happen. So you can deal with us and go, or you can deal with them and probably die.
I mean, to be fair, Lander, and no offense to you, Mr. Hobgoblin, but your people aren't very diplomatic, but I managed to come up with a peaceful solution. Don't you think Alaska might be more willing to be peaceful? Can we not
There.
talk to her and persuade her?
I really doubt it, but you can try. And don't say I didn't warn you when, by the time we leave her office, the guards are already down here.
Right.
She does seem like an unreasonable person.
I see the
She's
truth
not
in Lander's
unreasonable.
eyes.
She just...
What's the hobgoblin's
like I've been
name?
saying. Huso.
Kuso.
Huh?
Kuso.
At least I remember his name.
Kuso.
Oh, it's
I'm sorry?
one S.
It's Kuso.
Okay, Kuso.
Cusco.
So Kuso, how
The sky.
how long has this glowing rock been an issue?
We went down here a couple of days, so couple of days.
A couple of days. I see.
How did you hide from the miners for a couple of days?
Oh man, we're really good at hiding.
It took us a couple of hours to find you.
Yeah.
That was just how long it took us to get down here.
Yeah, you're real blind.
You weren't my point is you weren't hiding very well. How did you hide for a couple of days when it took... We're not even used to being down here.
We weren't
Only
trying to
a couple of
hide.
hours.
Yeah. In all fairness, we did run into them during the lunch hour.
You killed them while they were
That is
eating?
true.
Well,
You savages!
Yes.
It was her!
well, in all fairness, I feared for my life. I am not used to being.
They were eating
in a
soup!
To be
is
fair, she
very-
did kill me as well.
Yeah, I
Wait.
did.
But you're alive.
It's a long story. Let's not get into this.
Yeah,
What?
the details are a little bit hazy, but I apologize. I will bring more soup.
Okay.
And
Can I size this hobgoblin up and can I...
He
Does
is.
Lander have any idea whether he could take him in a fight?
You could not take him in a fight solo.
Okay.
oh
No one's
damn,
gonna help you.
I'm dying.
You're dying.
You know that he could easily cut you in half with his sword.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we want to do?
Lander, if you want to take him, I got your back, pal.
I don't
talk pieces,
want...
I got
No,
pieces.
I
if you know what
don't want to kill anybody. I'm just saying I seriously suggest you leave because we have to go back up top and report what happened and what we found. And if you're here when the guards get here, you will die.
You're very by the book, aren't you, Linda?
Even though he's never seen
don't-
it in his life.
Oh, that's very
and,
funny.
and the guy would
You're
just double point at the high elf.
Lander will roll for it
clapping.
then because his intelligence is 14.
Wait, what's
Astrid
that?
is very amused by this, and so she's like,
Yeah.
that's very...
Not necessarily. If I were by the book, I would have run back up already, or I would have killed them on my own. I'm trying to not kill people. If you notice, I didn't actually hurt the ones that were eating because they weren't trying to kill me. The only ones that I attacked were trying to hurt me.
I think that's fair.
Very good point.
I think that's pretty fair.
I'm actually trying to save lives here.
Tell you what. Let us do this. You guys help me get a small amount of this ore out.
Sorry, I just had an idea.
And we'll book it. We'll leave,
All right.
but we'll return.
That sounds fair to me.
Maybe,
Return when
no.
suspicion's low.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe don't
Hey.
tell us when you return, so we have
This is
plausible
crazy.
deniability.
Oh.
So I don't know.
I'll keep you out of the loop.
Oh, thank you. That works for me.
I like
Did
the
not
sound of
hear
that
you would be
QSO.
coming back. I just heard the part we help you get a little bit and you leave. That's all I heard.
You're like la 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 la.
yes.
So he wants us to help him get a little bit out now, or
Yeah. Now.
okay?
Of
Um,
the special ore?
Fenric, do you know how to safely manage to dislodge this?
I know how to work with ore, but magical ore, I can give it a shot.
Well, be careful. You've already died once.
He was
I'm gonna pat him on the
unconscious.
back.
He didn't die.
I'm gonna pat
I
him on the
know.
back and be like, "Good luck, Henrik," and then take a step backwards.
Just good luck with that.
And just full step. I'm on the ceiling
Smart.
at this point.
I guess we're still in the room with the ore, hey?
Yes.
If you don't mind, QSO, I'm gonna go up to the ore, and I don't know. I'd like to. I don't want to touch it. Maybe I'll like wrap my hands up with some of my cloak or something to like
Okay.
not touch it. But I'd like to maybe take a piece of it.
How
Here,
are you gonna
use
do that?
this, and I'll give him a shovel.
Okay.
Would you like
Can,
me
like,
to
barely
hold on
lift
to
it.
Ace?
I'm gonna ask Ace. Do you want her to hold you? She is kind of hot, I know.
he just kind of like jumps on her hand.
Oh, hi.
He's like-
I'm just gonna put him on my shoulder.
That's the first time he's ever gone to anyone else.
Oh, he's quite adorable. I'm very fond of him.
What kind of check should I do to maybe
Hit my
work with some of this ore? Or
Okay, so it depends on what you're going to be using to do it.
trying to think. So I got carpenter's tools, I got smith's tools, tinker's tools, jeweler's tools, thieves' tools.
You have all of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, artifact.
Artifact?
Artifact. Artifact.
Artifier, sir.
Oh my God.
Probably like a jeweler's, maybe like a little chisel.
Okay.
Or that would be carpenter, I guess.
Make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Don't
I
explode.
believe in you. I believe in you.
Okay. So as you take your little chisel and your little hammer and you pick off a couple pieces, your hand touches the ore, and you feel a burning pain. Please roll 1d25.
Oh, crap.
Oh, Christ, I'm buggered. I'm going to roll a d25.
Yep. I have a lot of options. Just don't worry about it. 4.
Okay, good.
The pain seems to go up your entire arm and goes down to your left calf. Go ahead and roll 1d21 or 1d20. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Boop,
I'm
boop,
taking
boop,
fires.
boop, boop.
I rolled a 4.
A 4? Okay. All right, cool. You feel a power that you're used to infuse inside of you, but you feel like this burning pain is covering your entire left calf. Almost like you've caught fire.
Oh, Jesus, help me. Oh, God.
Could I roll like a medicine check?
Sure.
Would that be helpful?
Oh. Make a medicine check. Yeah, so as you lift his pant leg to take a look, you notice there is what appears to be blue flame encompassing his entire skin on that left calf, and it's begun to scar him. And once the flame subsides, it continues to glow a faint blue. You know no way to cure this.
What is it?
Yeah, would I
Really
know
leg?
what it
Uh,
is?
Kuso then steps back a few times, and he goes, "Oh shit,
Oh god.
Do you know what this is, Kuzo?
he's fucked.
What do you mean?
You guys need to leave. We all need to leave." And he runs out, yells some commands in Goblin, and all the goblins run out.
Is he going to explode?
Oh no. Oh.
Can I use detect magic to see what's happening?
You can actually. Oh shit! This is really good for you. So you detect the magic, and you feel a great energy flowing through your body, like a protective barrier has surrounded you. You know that this mark, this scar, has forced the spell Mage Armor to be cast upon you.
I thought I was gonna explode. I'm like, rip. This is it.
For one reason or
alright.
another, this scar is helping you by forming this protective barrier around you.
I'm gonna yell. Are you guys all running away? By the way.
No,
No,
I'm
not
right
yet.
I want to see
I'm
what
still
happens.
holding on to
honestly.
your calf.
I don't know what the hell that hobgoblin's talking about, but I got mage armor now. That's what it's called. It's called mage armor. I got that.
I'm gonna poke his calf. I'm like, you have mage armor. This is giving you mage armor. Oh, this is very interesting.
You take 2 points of fire damage as you touch his calf.
Ooh,
Oh,
that stunned a little.
I'm gonna look at Fenric and be like, "Do you think you're able to control it?" The mage armor.
You got no idea.
Well, I'm asking him if, like,
I feel like I have some control over it now, but I don't want to explode later, so I might get it checked out.
That's probably why.
Can you
idea.
walk?
I'm going to.
When you get up, you limp a little bit because clearly it still hurts, because it feels like a third-degree burn all over your leg. So even when your pants touch a little bit, it burns a lot. Like your flesh is constantly being seared.
Okay.
But with a little help, you can walk.
I mean, it
Okay.
hurts like a bitch, but yeah, I can walk.
You seem to be managing it well.
I've experienced real pain before. This is not pain.
I
She's gonna look
suppose.
a little impressed.
still confused.
I suggest then that we get back to the surface.
Okay.
We forget that we met the goblins.
They're gone.
We just
well, no,
stumbled
we
upon
killed all the goblins, and this stuff. Like, so we tell them about this, and we killed all the goblins. That's all we know. Yeah,
That sounds. Yeah, that
Works
sounds
for me.
fine.
Sounds like the best idea.
let's go. I will get Fenric, and if I have to, I will fireman carry him.
No,
so that
you
we can move.
you
at
just need to have
full
like
speed.
a helping hand.
Yeah.
He says put
Like,
shoulder on you,
so that
help
we
you
can
walk.
move at full speed as quickly as possible to
Yeah.
get out of here.
Nah,
Thank you, sir.
You get totally fine. So as you leave, you go up and you can hear chatter up near the surface. It sounds like someone has drawn weapons. As you run up the stairs, you see the hobgoblin and all of his goblin lackeys have been disarmed and are now being detained by the drow. And when you look, you also see that the guards are pointing weapons at you.
Hey.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh,
Okay.
But why?
But why? Oh, man.
Nice. So what mage armor? Like, what does that do for me?
It gives you +4 AC when not wearing armor.
That's like
Oh.
constant.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
So
Jesus.
if I take off my armor, that's like what? Minus
So what armor do you have?
leather.
Okay, so you would get -1 AC. So it's 10 plus Dex plus 4.
Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Just start stripping in the middle of it.
So I'm at 17 AC now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus.
Anyways, enough about me.
Pretty good.
And there you guys go. You guys have found the cause of the explosion, some kind of weird ore that doesn't make sense. And for one reason or another, your newfound compatriot seems to be afflicted by something.
Mm-mm.
He's badass now.
Badass. But yeah, so guys, we will continue that next week when we find out what is exactly happening with this ore and find out what exactly is going on with this town. See what's be happening around. But this is the part of the show where we talk about what we're doing this week, because that's important. Let's start with our good friend Ted.
What am I doing this week? I'm actually recording a podcast with Shelved Games today.
Cool.
I'll have to talk to him when he wants to do that.
Shelvedgames.com/podcast.
Yeah. And I don't know, Dumpster Boys stuff coming.
I don't know, man. Dumpster Boy stuff this week, maybe?
We should. Like grow that channel.
Yeah, man.
A little bit.
Search for us on YouTube. Just youtube.com. Search Dumpster Boys, BOIS, where Ted and I play games on the internet for YouTube. We do some funny stuff, I think. We're pretty funny guys.
Hilarious.
But we're planning on working on our Bloodborne playthrough. One of us is a beast, one of us is a kin. I'm a broccoli boy, he's a beast boy. We're going to run through New Game Plus and try to have a good time doing that.
Hell yeah.
So we'll get that going here pretty shortly. What about you, Romeo Kilo?
We've got Trading Dice coming up this Tuesday at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. We are just over halfway. Our character is just leveled up to level 3, so we'll be doing that at the very beginning of this week, and then recommencing right back into it.
Perfect. And what about you, Bad Wolf?
I'm in Trading Dice on Tuesday, and besides that, I don't think I have anything really going on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So Trading Dice in this. When are you going to go streaming again? Is it still waiting to get the computer fixed?
Once I nuke my computer. I'm going to have to nuke it. Yeah, just...
Get that back up.
I don't know what's going on.
And then Captain Narwhal, our new player, what do you do? What is your week looking like?
I'm working all week.
That sucks.
I'm gonna try and stream this week. I'm gonna try and get back into streaming again, because I used to do it on and off, but new games coming out. Maybe play some of those. Some old games.
Got some For Honor coming out. Got some Dark Souls you could play.
New DLC drops. I'm on that already.
Nice.
Ready.
And people can find you at twitch.tv/CaptainNarwhal04, right?
Correct.
Perfect. And as always, I will be streaming this week and every week. We'll be doing some fun stuff like more Outlast, now that the For Honor beta is almost out. I haven't bought it yet. I'm going to be doing that. I want to buy the Dark Souls 3 DLC so I can play through that in a not-joke build, because that's important. Dumpster Boys, like we said before. Also, we have another D&D game starting up. Not on here, but I am DMing a game for I'm Only Gay on Sunday. You guys can always follow him as well to get updates on that. But we'll be doing a homebrew 5th edition game. Has nothing to do with this game whatsoever. But I'll be DMing that, and they're doing character creation today. So that'll be interesting. It'll be a little bit more goofy, I feel, with some of the character ideas. No spoilers, but it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a real good time. That'll be happening here in about half an hour over at twitch.tv/I'm Only Gay on Sunday. Follow that.
Boom.
Done it. Did it. Beyond that, I think that's about it. You guys did... Damn it. You guys did a great job today discovering what happened down in those mines. And I cannot wait to see what you guys do next week.
Me too.
Proud of you.
It'll be fun.
Also, one thing I want to do for this season is I'm going to be doing experience totals.
Okay.
So, who can tell me how many goblins everybody killed?
All total, or individually?
How many total? How many did the group?
We killed 4,
8.
7, 8.
Yeah.
8. 8, you said.
Yep.
That is 400 experience, which means 100 experience for each of you.
Nice.
100 experience?
100 experience points.
Oh, I guess that means I need my character sheet still.
It does. You guys are well on your way to leveling up once again. Or rather,
Kill more
once in this season. Whatever, I don't care. Guys, it's been a real blast. We will see you next time. And roll some fucking dice or whatever. I don't care.
See you
Bye.
guys.
Bye.